everybody. Welcome to the Buffalo Brotherhood. I'm Ryan. This is Fishing Planet. Happy Friday to you all. I made a mistake on Wednesday's video. I guess I should say not a mistake per se, but an overlook. And some friends of mine were nice enough to point it out to me. So I missed the biggest part of the update, 0.8.3. Or let's just say 83. Can we just say 83? Do we know that all the points are there? I don't know. I missed the biggest part of the update, which was the fact that now that our 3D characters, that's not what I'm going to, here's what I'm going to go into. Now our 3D characters are moddable or changeable. We can now change our 3D appearance, including eye color and some other stuff. So, gender, which has always been part of it. Man, I make a weird looking female, don't I? I mean, I'm not a real great-looking male, but, yeah. Anyway. Apparently, this wasn't here before, which, honestly, like, I never look at myself, so I never really think about it, but, we can change ourselves up. There's our different faces. Yeah, different faces, different skin tone. That's probably my natural skin tone, but I'm assuming if I'm fishing as much as what I let this guy fish, I'd be a little bit darker, maybe. Face, I don't know. What do you think? That one? That one? I do have like a beard most of the time, so let's go with that. I do not have blue eyes. I have probably more this color eyes. I have hazel, like green brown, but I don't know. It wouldn't be that one. Sometimes they look like that, but I'm not an anime character, so we'll go with that one. Hair wise, let's see. That's the normal hairdo. Can I move you? No. That's the dad hairdo. That's the kid hairdo. Actually, I feel like I see that one a lot. So maybe the hairdo choices have been there for a while. I don't know. My hair's not quite that long. We'll go with the dad do. We get to change pants. Good. Now I can have the right jeggings. The right jegging ones. I know I'm seeing a little bit apathetic here, and I don't mean to. Like, I'm glad that they're still making changes. Whether or not. See, like, I know what this means. This means once you get this created, then you can start selling or microtransacting different pants, different hairstyles. It's going to be winning putt all over again. Where I would have thought, our main interest would lie in making sure that we have all these features figured out before we go to the decoration and stuff like that. But who am I to say? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do we want to go to New York? That's kind of what I was wanting to do, but I'll be honest, maybe not. Maybe not today. Maybe we'll save this for next week, and we'll just stay up there all next week. Obviously, we got enough money. We got 11,000, almost 12. Let's go back to Texas today. We can talk today. Talk on Saturday. We'll go back to New York starting next week. I don't know. I don't know. I hope I didn't miss any other things from 0 or from update 83, I guess is what we're going to say. Let's see. We can look at the inventory real quick. Look at the shop. I know they added a bunch of some other rods and things, but yeah, not that I see here. Nothing pops out, and I don't want to spend my money on that anyway. That's part of our experience problem. Level 22 gets us to White Moose Lake. That's right. I thought it was level 22 was going to let us go to Louisiana, but no, that's 26. All right, let's just get back to Texas, I guess. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, let's go to here. We'll just go here. I'm not going to stress about it too much. I'm going to drink my coffee, enjoy my Friday, and move on. Hope you guys are having hope you had a great week and are going to have a great weekend. See, I hate this forecast. Can we just skip the day? We'll just jump ahead to like 2 o'clock. We'll mow our yard first, make sure we'll clean out the garage. We're not gonna sit out there when the fishing's not great. Anyway, well, speaking of that. No, I don't want to speak about that. I've had somebody ask me several times about Carp Fishing Simulator, and I've looked into it, and I put it on my wish list. And as a rule, I don't buy any games, the month before the Steam sale because I don't want to overpay for something that's going to be cheap. So I've got my eye on it. I did look at it, and I was very impressed with the way that they generate their fish in their lakes. Each fish seems to be its own entity, and will just swim around the lake as you're following its own set of AI, and then you do your best to catch it. I'm excited to do that. Did I say the name Carp Fishing Simulator? It led me down like this dark rabbit hole about what's going on. Why is the game not loading? We did bug fishing last week. I don't want to do that again. Or last Wednesday. I don't want to do this today. But it led me on this dark rabbit hole about who was making the game, because a lot of the reviews on Steam were really, really negative. And I can see that there was a time where the game looked like it was on its up and up and ready to roll, and people were excited about it, and people were playing a lot, and there was a lot of people who had 40, 50 hours into the game. But just a lot of hate for the developer, which was a strange sort of thought process for me. Okay, we're going to restart, I guess. Which was a strange sort of thought process for me to think that people could have that much like vitriol. Oh, I'm sorry for the red screen. I don't know if that's coming up the splash screen like normal and it's just getting me a graphical glitch in OBS or what, but Fishing Planet's coming right back. So, about who was making the game and what he was doing with their money, and like a price drop within early access and all kinds of things, which I kind of felt bad for. I don't necessarily feel bad, but I mean, like, for people who think the game is good and is enjoyable, to have it just sort of left on the shelf like that was a little bit depressing. But we are going to check it out. If it doesn't go on sale, I think the Steam sale is projected to happen, at least historically has happened, like the last week of June or so. If it doesn't happen within the last week of June, I'll fork out I think it was $14 is all it was. And I'll pick it up and we'll play it on the channel, because I love getting suggestions and I want to make sure that we are honoring suggestions, because that'll mean more suggestions will happen. So right now I got actually quite a few other games that I'm looking to get involved. I was gonna Humble Monthly releases. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but I always like to check out a few of the games that come with the Humble Monthly, and they actually encourage people to play them and broadcast them to sort of support the Humble Monthly. But and it's a good cause, and it's a little way to get something for some charity and to give money for charity, or at least feel good about spending money on video games. $12 for all those games is really not a hard pill to swallow. But the two of the games that came with it this time that I found really interesting was Super Hot, which I have already played through and beat. It destroyed a day of productivity for me, I'll be honest. But the idea and sort of the mechanics were so cool that I just went and played it. Now, Logic Bomb, or Minecraft Union, or whatever he wants to call himself today. Just teasing Eric. I don't know what his YouTube, I don't remember which way it goes. He's kind of like me. He has like a channel name, Minecraft Union, but then he himself is Logic, where I have the channel Buffalo Brotherhood, and I myself am Ryan. Mainly just because we can talk about that, I guess, for a second. Like, in my mind, like, the Buffalo Brotherhood was never supposed to just be me. It was a podcast with myself and my two best friends, and they are always able and willing, and I would love it if they would make content for the YouTube part side of it. They just haven't done it yet, or they're not ready to yet, or they're not equipped to, or they're not interested in it, I guess. I don't know. But I guess the same goes for some. I know people have asked me to go fishing and stuff with them and stuff like that in the past. The schedule just really wouldn't allow me to do so. Wouldn't allow me to open up to do so. I was able to go with No Pass one day, and it was a lot of fun. Thanks, No Pass. But for the most part, it's hard to get things like that scheduled out when my recording schedule, because I have a full-time job, full-time dad. There's a fish. It's hard to get going. But like, I've always seen Buffalo Brotherhood as a community that I just happen to have the microphone most of the time because nobody else wants it, or nobody else. We haven't made arrangements for somebody else to have it, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. He has a VR set. He's going to play it in VR and tell me how it is in VR, I'm sure. But Super Hot, very cool game. Had a lot of fun with it. I'm going to record some content with it eventually. The game itself, like the campaign single player, is pretty short, so I hate to like give anything away. But we might do some like endless mode or something like that. That opens up once you've completed the campaign. So that's one of the games I want to do within the next week or so. And then there's another game which was really destroyed on Steam reviews as well for a lot of the same issues I was talking about with Carp Simulator. And it's called Item Shop. Item Shop, I think it is. I feel like the shop came first for some reason. But it's like Old English shop, so there's 2 P's and an E at the end. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the game. If it's not the name of the game, if you're interested once I talk about it, you just watch the channel. It should be up in a week or so. But essentially, it's like you are just the shopkeeper in a like an RPG, like Fantasyland or whatever, and you're just trying to create the most. You're trying to unlock all the unlockables and give the heroes their swords and their shields and their healing potions and mana potions, and you can open it up to service druids and get more expensive gear and things like that. And Zoe and I sit down and played it because it has kind of like a Minecraft aesthetic. We sit down and played a little bit, and I will tell you, and I don't want to repeat myself here because I've already started that video, or that series, but the tutorial is not fun, and I kept waiting sort of to figure out the rhythm. And once Zoe and I sort of figured out the rhythm of the game, then it really kind of it sort of tunes down a little bit. But I know that some people were interested in it because it was in the Humble Monthly, so we're going to make those videos. And I'm excited for Sunday's sailing video because I worked on that all day yesterday. Ooh, there's a fish. I worked on that all day yesterday. The part, and by sailing video, I'm talking about the game Sail Away, a sailing simulator, which has been on my channel now for the last few weeks, filling the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday slots. The 12:30 Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday slots. Taking a drink of coffee. It's tasting particularly good this morning. Since the vacation, I sort of toned off my caffeine intake. We were just go, busy, so I didn't have time to sit and enjoy my coffee in the morning. But and then honestly, like I've been busy most of the mornings this week, so this is the first time I've actually been able to sit down and record. I'm actually recording this on a Friday, and it's going to go up later today, so tells you anything about how my week has been. I'm not really ahead much, which is okay because then I get to respond to comments and things like that right away. But yeah, Sunday's video for Sail Away, I'm pretty excited about it. I did a complete challenge. It was a 4-hour challenge. I did it completely yesterday while the kids were around, and then we were just it'd be hard to do that 4 hours with the kids around normally, but we just did it in like hour-long chunks, and I was able to set the boat in the right heading and then go do stuff and then come back every 30 minutes and make sure the boat was moving in the right direction. And then oh, give me that fish, oh, I lost it, I saw it. But then I was able to put it all up in my editing program and then time-lapse the first 4 hours of it, essentially. And then I just got it down to about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna watch it with you guys, essentially, because I haven't seen it in its completed state, and I'm gonna give commentary while we're watching it, try to explain a little bit of what I was doing in a time-lapse sense. And then that'll go up on Sunday. So you get to see the whole entire Cape Verde run, which is a 4-hour sailing thing, condensed down to about 25 minutes or so. About 20 minutes, really. I think most of it was in 8 times speed, which actually makes it a little bit nauseous. I'm almost going to I'm thinking about letting YouTube do the stabilization thing because it moves pretty quick, the little bit that I watched. So, and that's the other reason why I wanted to sort of do the commentary while I watch it. You know what I mean? Like not a separate track or something and lay on top of it, because I want to make sure it doesn't make me too nauseous. Because if it does, then obviously I'll make the associated warnings in the title and so forth. Shouldn't be watching videos and driving or anything like that anyway, but I know sometimes, especially on my phone, it can be really bad when things bounce around real quick. So, yeah. So that's that. That's that. Already caught 4 pounds of fish. What did we get? 3 or 4? Aww. I didn't set the hook. I saw it. I just didn't set the hook. So I got that done. What else did I do this week I want to talk about? Not much. I cleaned up my fishing gear and stuff like that. Got it all ready to go. Got my I put some new lines on my new line on my one spinning reel, which I realized hadn't changed in a long time. Now, the way that we do it is, or the way that I've always done it in real life, is I don't use one type of line for the whole entire reel. I'll use a fairly cheap monofilament, but of a high test. Like, and for around here, 12 pound is pretty good, pretty high. For anything we're gonna catch. So I use a 12 pound like monofilament. Is like a backing, like you do on fly fishing rods, and then I'll use. We've had a lot of luck with spider wire, or any kind of braided. I'll put the last 100 feet or so on the reel. Just use the braided, which it lays. It's so thin in diameter that you can put quite a bit on it normally. The rod and reel I'm talking about is a lot like the one I'm using in the game right now. It's just my little river rod. It's a small spinning reel. Ultralight. There's a fish. Ultralight. Lots of action. A lot of fun. Keep it. But I mean, even like you should retie. My dad always told me you should retie all your knots. Between you and the fish every time you go out, because the water and the sunlight will deteriorate your line. Now, I've never gone back and redo my backing line, but I don't think that's what he meant when he said that, but my backing knot. But everything basically, if you're using like a setup where you're like a quick hook, I don't use that on the ultralight. I'll use it on my 7-foot pole, why am I losing my bait caster? I'll use a little clip here sometimes if I'm using crankbaits or trying to track them down. Now, obviously, using a worm or something, you don't use that. You tie the worm, tie the line straight to the hook, put your little weight above the top, and then use that hook to put your worm on it. But if you're using lots of if you're trying to find them, getting into white bass or something like that, you're using lots of little spoons, or I don't know what you call them, little silver ones, looks like triangles almost with hooks on the back. I think we call them cicadas, which I don't think that's what the general term is. But this is what you catch white bass on. You can tear white bass up with that, but you want to retie those knots, retie anything going to your hook or whatever, because they will deteriorate over time. But I had not rechanged or relined my whole pole in quite some time. The backing towards the bottom is pretty much fused together, which is not a good sign, but it's a river pole. It's not catching a whole lot of weight. It's just part of it. Now and that was all just that. So I reorganized my baits in my river box. I got a little like fanny pack thing that's got a couple of bait boxes on the side that I had pretty much gutted at the end of last year, where I took the Boy Scouts fishing, because they were just using bobbers and hooks. So I took a lot of my actual stuff out. Yep, it's updating. It'll just take a minute. Zoe, look, it's almost done. Oh, What's that? Oh, Netflix. Oh, so okay. Let's look at it. You hit pause. She's trying to. The iPad is updating its apps, so it's going now. Oh wow, we got a decent sized fish here. Got decent sized fish here, though. You want to watch this? Want to catch your fish? And then it'll be done. Oh, there it is. She could have caught a fish with her dad from the comfort of her home, but no. She wanted to be mad instead. You want to catch fish? Hold on. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, guys. Let's do one more cast here. We'll try to get Zoe to catch one fish. You don't want to say hi to you two? Oh, she's having a bad day, guys. I wonder what's going on. Oh, my internet's not down. Obviously not. The game would stop playing. Oh. Come on, catch me one more. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so I got all this stuff sorted out, ready to go. Hoping be able to use this weekend, as it's Father's Day weekend, as a bit of excuse to get out there and go. I threatened the kids with taking them today, but they weren't having it, which is fine. This is really, I've been doing a lot of work with Dad this week, so I think I'm going to take them swimming. Let them go swimming for a little bit. Once we clean the house, of course. Always got to clean the house on Fridays. That's a summertime rule. Helps Mom out since she has to work and the rest of us are off. But, hey, if you like what you saw here today, and make sure you hit that like button so that other people know that the Lodge is a good place to hang out, and they too can join the Buffalo Brotherhood by hitting that subscribe button. Almost 90. Almost 90. We had a few drops, which is fine. That's okay. I understand. Sometimes it's not what you expect it is, and it's not for everybody, and that's all right. So, but if you're watching this video and you're not a member of the Lodge, and hit that subscribe button, help us get 100 subscribers here before July. That'd be awesome, right? We've got 15 days or so to go. If you you can leave some comments down below. We're going to get to those here real shortly, and I'll get everything worked out now that the schedule is easing up, and we'll get back and hang out together again. So see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye-bye.